In a forward-moving world, the emergence of new fashion trends is the norm. What's interesting, however, is that rather than hop on new trends, some people prefer to relive fashion from past decades. In a small town like Buckingham, where not very many people pay attention to fashion, except on special occasions, it is almost impossible to miss Lola Victoria, a vintage-loving female, originally from Germany, but studying business management at the university. Well, I'm here in Lola's room to discuss style and inspiration.
My inspiration, I would say, comes from a lot of sources. One of them is definitely my grandmother, because she passed down so many clothes onto me because it doesn't fit her anymore. So I get all the old, really quality high designer clothes because she used to be such a vamp. Then I love, like, it really pumps me up, this idea of exploring other cultures. I hate shopping and I only take stuff from my granny, from old stores, thrift stores, or I may make it myself.
Lola and I visited the new vintage store in town, where we discovered clothing from as far back as the 50s.
I've known Lola for over a year. Usually when we have classes together or when we have our daily casual talks, I always comment on her clothing or her style. And when I do that, she always has a story to say behind it, from her rings to her shoes to her jackets and to even her bags. And I think having that type of trend in today's society is quite unique.
Every piece in my closet has a story. There's nothing that is there that has not any kind of connection to me. I would say we'd start with my passion for old Missoni's. This one, I found it when I was about 10. It was far too big and I still wore it until this day when it actually fits me now. This one is from my granny as well. And the pattern is just amazing and the quality is great. This jumper that my granddad gave to me, it's an old Missoni as well, surprise, surprise. This jacket I found on an auction for 20 euros. People always say there is no Lola without a leather jacket, which is true. Like, I'm wearing one now, which was my first piece. My second piece was this one, which is a Hells Angels jacket. I found these trousers in a thrift store. These are men's trousers. They still fit me, and the story of them is that they were made out of an old carpet. And the last piece I could probably show you would be a pair of shoes, and that's my closet.